City Morning Show.
Muy buenos días, beliceños. Muy buenos días, orinjoaqueños. Muy buenos días, compañeras, compañeros. Es un gran gusto saludarle hoy por la mañana y darle los buenos días ante todo y darle la bienvenida al Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 3 minutes after 7 o'clock, and today is Wednesday, the 18th of April, a brand new day, ladies and gentlemen. I trust that you have had a restful night. And I trust that even if you didn't, that you now have the opportunity of going to rest. Especially, I'm referring to those people who have working during the night. Buenos días todos. Un gran gusto saludarles. Como mencioné hace ratitos, es siempre un gran gusto enviarles nuestros más atentos saludos a toda nuestra audiencia. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Canal 10 Nortevisión, aquí en el pueblo de Orange Walk, Trail Front para ser más exacto, y tenemos arreglos con proveedores de señal de cable que permite que nuestro señal se vea por todo el país de Belice, y desde Corozal hasta Toledo, desde San Pedro, Cayon Burgers hasta el Benque. También, si es que ves la torre así aquí bastante alta, bastante grande, también estamos transmitiendo por aire a través de esta torre, y esto es para aquellas personas que no tienen cable, que optan no tener cable. Muy buenos días a toda la gran cantidad de personas que nos ven a diario a través de ese medio. También estamos en vivo en el internet, compañeros. Me da mucho gusto decirles de que estamos en vivo en YouTube. Simplemente teclas la Sugar City Morning Show para la fecha de que quieras ver, hoy o ayer o el antier, como sea, y por la magia de la tecnología hoy en día logras verlo. Compañeros, como siempre, vamos a empezar nuestro programa con una oración pidiéndole a nuestro Creador, a nuestro poder superior, como lo quieras referir, a nuestro Dios, que continúe bendiciéndonos. Padre, te damos las gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Hoy sucedió el milagro de que abrimos los ojos, y que podemos respirar, caminar, comer, hablar. Gracias, Padre, por esto. Te pido que nos continúes bendiciendo. Te pido, Padre, que como siempre, que nos des la vida, las fuerzas y la salud y la buena salud y las fuerzas para venir a chambear dignamente y honestamente por nuestro dinero. Como siempre, Padre, te doy las gracias por todo lo que haces por nosotros, por nuestros familiares, por nuestras amistades, compañeros de trabajo, por todos, Padre. Te doy las gracias por todo esto. Te pido, como siempre, Padre, serenidad para aceptar las cosas que no podemos cambiar. Te pido, Padre, valor para cambiar las cosas que sí podemos cambiar. Pero también te pido sabiduría para poder discernir la diferencia entre uno y el otro. Porque es muy importante, Padre. Muchas veces nos aferramos a tratar de cambiar situaciones o cambiar personas, cuando en realidad las personas que tienen que cambiar somos nosotros mismos. Pero nuestro egoísmo nos dice que nosotros tenemos que imponer nuestra forma de ser sobre la de otras personas. Y Padre, permítanos crecer en humildad, crecer emocionalmente para poder discernir esta diferencia. Que hay ciertos casos cuando no podemos cambiarlo, simplemente hay que aceptarlo. Padre, te bendecimos, te glorificamos y te adoramos siempre. Amén. Good morning. If you've just joined us, it's 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. This is the general weather forecast for today, Wednesday, the 18th of April. Ladies and gentlemen, within 2 weeks, we will already be in the 1st of May, the 2nd of May, actually, and time is flying quickly. I mean, to think that 4 months or 5 months will have passed since Christmas, for 4 months will have passed since Christmas is just unbelievable, and that in reality, Easter was just a month ago, and it has gone just quickly like that. The general situation, relatively moist conditions will prevail over the area. The 24-hour forecast, cloudy at times with a few showers or periods of rain along the coast and over northern areas this morning, then inland and north this afternoon, and mainly south tonight. The winds blowing from the east, 10 to 20 knots. The sea state, choppy to moderate. The temperatures along the coast, 84 degrees max Fahrenheit as a max, 76 degrees as a low. Inland, we're going up to 88 degrees Fahrenheit as a high, 70 degrees as a low. And the hills, a very comfortable 75 degrees Fahrenheit as a high and 64 degrees as a low. The outlook for tomorrow, Thursday, cloudy with a few showers or periods of rain and isolated thunderstorms over most areas. Thursday, becoming generally isolated Thursday night. So tomorrow, we'll be having a few showers over most areas. A high tide occurs this morning at 17 minutes after 11. A low tide at 6:12 this evening rather. A second high tide tomorrow morning at 34 minutes after midnight. And the second low tide at 25 minutes before 6 tomorrow morning as well. The sun rose this morning at 26 minutes before 6. And the sun sets this evening at 9 minutes after 6. In pretty much the same manner, the moon rose this morning will rise this morning at 14 minutes before 8, and the moon will set this evening at 3 minutes before 9. Thank you, Michelle Smith, for this information, and those persons working at the Met Service. I would like to recognize the efforts of all of those people who are working, or have been working from very, very early in the morning to produce these reports so people like myself and others can share it with you. We have to give recognition to those people. Buenos días, compañeros. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, miércoles 18 de abril, y la situación general. Condiciones relativamente húmedas continúan controlando nuestro clima sobre el país de Belice. Relativamente húmedas. Entonces, hoy, para las siguientes 24 horas, estará nublado por momentos con algunos chubascos o periodos de lluvia sobre el área de la costa y también sobre las áreas del norte del país hoy por la mañana. Luego en el interior y la porción norte del país hoy por la tarde, y luego sobre el sur hoy por la noche. Así que de una forma u otra, compañeros, se está pronosticando lluvias en el norte del país hoy por la mañana y por la tarde. Los vientos del este de 10 a 20 nudos, el estado del mar agitado, moderado. Temperaturas por la costa, 84 grados como una máxima, 76 como una mínima, en el interior 88 como una máxima, 70 como una mínima, y también por las colinas 75 como una máxima, bastante fresco, y 64 como una mínima. El pronóstico para mañana, jueves, nublado por momentos con algunos chubascos o periodos de lluvia y tormentas aisladas sobre la gran parte del país de Belice el jueves, entonces tornándose a generalmente aislado por la noche. Así que mañana no estamos pronosticando lluvia intensa por largos momentos, pero algunos chubascos y pudiera suceder sobre todo el país de Belice. Una marea alta hoy a las 11:17 por la mañana, una baja a las 6:12 hoy por la tarde, una segunda marea alta a las 12:34 mañana, es más, 26 minutos antes de la 1 de la mañana, y luego una segunda marea baja a las 5:35 también mañana por la mañana. El sol salió hoy a las 5:34 y el sol se oculta hoy a las 6:09. De igual forma, la luna sale a las 8:14 hoy por la mañana y se oculta hoy por la noche, a las 9:03. Muchas gracias, Michelle Smith, por esta información. También las otras personas laborando en el MedService, pero también hay que enviarles saludos atentos a todas las personas y reconocer a todas las personas que han estado trabajando por la noche, y eso incluye los doctores, las enfermeras, también los otros trabajadores en los hospitales, porque no solo se trata de doctores y enfermeras, sino hay los orderlies, hay otras personas, los asistentes que están trabajando, técnicos de laboratorios, bueno, un sinfín de personas ahí, los agentes de migración, los agentes de aduana, también los trabajadores de las fábricas, los agentes de seguridad, watchmen. También hay personas que se levantan desde muy temprano, desde las 3 de la mañana, preparándose para el día de hoy. Compañeros, así es como desarrollamos Belice. Y les mando un atento saludos a todos. Si es que estás cumpliendo años hoy, que la pases muy bien. Aniversarios también, que la pases muy bien, compañeros. Hoy tenemos como invitado especial, y ojalá esté ya en los estudios, pero vamos a tener al ministro Edmond Clerdeland Castro con nosotros entre muy poco, pero primero vamos a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios comerciales. Vamos a esta pausa.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar-cured ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historically rich Maya, and our illustrious southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Give me the real milk, the #1 milk, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can whip it scream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in Fiji, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
Every day when my daddy gets up to go to work, he says this is for me to have a better life. But I say, Daddy, we have a better life. Mommy don't have to leave home to wash my clothes anymore. We don't have to go all the way to a pump and back home to wash every bucket. No, Mommy just have to turn on the pipe and wash up and make we bathe as long as we want. Even the school teacher make we wash we hand the pipe instead of a nasty bucket like before. See, Daddy, life is better with water than life.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Son las 7:21 minutos. Es un gran gusto saludarles. También es un gran gusto darle la bienvenida a el señor Robert Chucky Osha, como siempre. Good morning and welcome.
Morning, Pa.
How are you doing?
I believe I'm okay.
Well, as long as you believe that you're okay, everything is fine.
And yourself?
I'm doing quite well, actually.
Okay, that sounds very good. Glad to hear that too.
Now,
I'm trying to get some information here, but yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just trying to get some information on a story, but I don't really want to mention it if I don't find it. Yeah, we are waiting the Honorable Minister of Transport and NEMO,
who has confirmed that he will be here today. So, in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, we always have something to talk about, given the importance of the issue. Given the importance of the issue, I had an opportunity to listen last night to the news and also listen to some interviews, and in particular listen to Ambassador Alexis Rosado, and also this morning listen to, and I do believe that it was, it's possible, I may be wrong, but it was an apt reminder to the opposition, to the People's United Party and its members, that the Honorable Said Musa said in very, very clear terms that he endorsed the going to the ICJ, and that he thought that it was the best way out of this dilemma. That was this morning at about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's an ad that they have on the media, Emmanuel, but I don't know why they put that this is a paid political ad, you know, because...
Well, it is a paid, well, I did not see the paid political part of that, but I can understand if it was an apt reminder put by the United Democratic Party.
Because of the way that people behave.
Because of the way they're behaving, because the way we see there may be people playing politics. And like Mr. Ambassador said yesterday, this is not politics. And there was a host of the show trying to insist to the ambassador saying, but Belizeans are very polarized, if I can use the word. Everything is politicized. Everything is put in a political context. And therefore, politics may play an important role. But the ambassador was very shrewd in his remark, and he said, when we go abroad, when we are together representing Belize, this is not UDP and PUP. This is Belizeans. So I don't know what you're talking about politicizing the whole thing. This is a front that we're making is that we are purely Belizeans making a stand.
Yeah,
and that is what we are, that is the image that we're giving, and that is the way people perceive us.
Yeah.
They're not perceiving us as UDP and PUP.
Yeah, this issue includes all of us. This includes all of us, and nobody should be left out. But then they have this Lee crowd where they go from corner to corner, send out different message. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Morning, check your morning, Mr. Martinez.
Morning, sir. Morning.
Watch your man. We hear, I see two over yesterday, that about 2 times, for another friend, they show Said Musa come over say that he agreed to go to the ICJ. But what happened to the leader of the opposition? I mean, I know Musa that the leader of the opposition. I think the leader of the opposition is the man who is supposed to come out and tell the Belizean people what is happening, but they look like what? They're not the leader again. But one with the overthrow, man, I think he's supposed to come and tell company, the media, and where you call it, the showman, press conference. He's supposed to come to our press conference and tell the people, well, look, I don't know no longer the leader of the opposition. What happened to the leader of the opposition? I know Musa is supposed to come out as the leader of the opposition. What will he do? If he stop, come out and tell the Belizean people, look, I stop. I don't know leader of the opposition. I don't know nothing. You know what I mean? That land grabbing. They accuse Mr. Vega. They accuse Honorable Vega. Nothing come out and tell the people, look how much land he put between here, his brother and his uncle and his pa and thing. You know what I mean? And then dead and gone, they don't carry the land, but the land not come back to the Belizean people. And this time we want to know what they happen about their land. $240 for a 5 acre, 5 point something acre land, man. I mean, I man either buy one too. And the prime land he get. What happened to him to play Kikana and go or relax, he told me what, because everything he used, the leader of the opposition, the leader, we want to hear from the leader of the opposition. Come and do a press conference and tell the people to resign or what. And I know who's supposed to come out, and he's supposed to come out and tell, because everything, the leader of the opposition and the PUP, the party against it. We want to know what happened. We want the leader of the opposition to come out and tell the Belizean people what happened. I will say on later.
Yeah, well, actually, technician, if they forget that statement there, that ad there where Honorable Musa was saying that at that time that he supported the idea of going to the ICJ.
And he endorsed it 100%.
Yeah.
And
so guys, if we could find that, I could try to see if we could show it, if we could find it, because sometimes things are hard to forget. But it's true, you know, Emmanuel, that right now that the opposition hasn't made an official statement on this voting in Guatemala and what's the position. Usually when something come out, when they have only crime situation, they have a press conference. When they had a strike and so a press conference. But like you rightly said, this is something nationalistic. This is Belizean.
And the caller has a valid point. But let's put this in perspective. The showing, the recording of that ad was done many, many years ago.
I believe that was when he was Prime Minister, no?
Yes, exactly right. And that's when he was the Prime Minister. But like I said, it is an apt reminder to the People's United Party that they must not forget their initial position. They should not be playing politics at this end of the day, because the current leader of the opposition needs to make a statement. The UDP has, in the previous occasions, made a statement and made it very clear that they are advocating the party for a yes vote, for advocating the party, but it's left to conscience, to conscience. But we have not heard anything from the People's United Party. As a matter of fact, we have seen mixed little messages coming out, some of them saying yes, some of them saying no. I know some big people in the PUP who are still very adamant and believe that the ICJ is the only way out. So I'm wondering how they're going to deal with that situation if the party endorses anything other than a yes vote.
Yeah, some people still are in between, and they say that they need to know more about this. They need more education.
Well, and the Honorable, the Ambassador Alexis was very, very clear, and yesterday, that the re-registration process should begin very shortly, and that immediately after the re-registration process, that the referendum will happen. It can be within a year or so. I am not going to put words in his mouth. We will very simply await the official announcement, but he did say that the educational campaign will also be beginning very shortly. I'd like to confirm at this moment that I'd like to tell the people that the ambassador, His Excellency Alexis Rosado, and Belize's ambassador to Guatemala, will hopefully be here with us next week, Tuesday. He will be here next week, Tuesday, so share the information. He will be here in person to talk to us, and please, to answer your questions and to share his views about the whole situation. Así que marquen la fecha. El embajador, Su Excelencia Alexis Rosado, que es nuestro embajador de Belice a Guatemala, con primero Dios estará con nosotros el siguiente martes, es más, la otra semana martes, y aquí en el show con nosotros, y estaremos platicando acerca de este asunto, y les estamos pidiendo, por favor, compartan la información con sus familiares o sus amistades, que si quieran llamar, hacer preguntas o hacer comentarios, muy gustosamente les atenderemos. La siguiente semana, martes, primero Dios, estará el embajador con nosotros.
Yeah, and that's the time when people will realize about those polls that they put up. I say, if you vote yes or you vote no, why will we go that way right now? You know, this thing just happened in Guatemala. Belize need to decide. So you advise your friend or your family member, if they have a dispute with one land with somebody, for just not go to court and continue to quarrel and fight. You know, they get nowhere. For so many years this thing happen, and this person can't fence off a yard. This person can't build a Lee extension if you want to build it, because the neighbor they claim know that piece of me, because my granny me left it and my grandpa me tell me, and then my auntie me say, and then this one me tell me that, and then you know they go nowhere.
And this thing is happening for years and years and years, por años y tras año. Yo creo que ahora que tenemos la preciosa oportunidad de poder asentar este caso, entonces, ¿por qué es que, y dado, compañeros, dado que, basado en las opiniones legales, que le dice a Belice, no tengas miedo, porque no tienes nada que perder. Estamos casi confirmando, porque ya sabes de que nunca puedes decir dar el 100%, pero casi confirmando que Belice se le va a reconfirmar se le va a confirmar sus fronteras, entonces nos podría dar este veredicto de la Corte una posibilidad de hasta crear nuestro propio cerco. Porque ayer también escuché al señor Manzanero, Friends from FCD, Friends for Conservation and Development.
Rafael Manzanero.
Yes,
okay.
He was on Channel 5. And I was quite pleased to listen to him. And I think that it is of paramount importance that we begin to take the correct steps to secure our borders against all of these incursions.
Yeah.
If we don't do it now, if we don't take the correct steps now, we will forever be passing on these problems to our children and to our children's children, and God knows how long.
Right, and Rafael Manzanero has been in those areas for over 30 years.
Yes, he has.
And he's on the ground, so he knows what is happening, what is going there. He's the one that always report about the gold panners, about the ones where they in the chicken bowl, the ones where they come over doing this, doing that. But look at it, Emmanuel. People will have them doubts. I mean, we have the government of Belize. Everyone in the government of Belize are born Belizeans. They are all supporting this cause. You believe that the Prime Minister will be supporting something if he not sure that this thing is winnable? This is for us? I mean, these are big people. So there are big people going up and going on doubt that maybe we might make it, maybe we not might make it.
Well, yo nunca me estuviera aquí frente a la audiencia cantándole las virtudes de ir a la ICJ si yo no estuviera seguro.
Right, that's right.
Jamás lo haría. Jamás. Y jamás, como tú dices, lo haría el resto de personas. Pero hay una cantidad de personas que no sé por qué razón, porque yo creo que está absolutamente claro esto, pero están tratando de instigar que no se vaya a la ICJ para que se confirmen nuestras fronteras. Dense cuenta la palabra que usé, para que se confirmen nuestras fronteras, porque el Tratado de 1859 está muy claro. Está muy claro, y ninguna corte de ley va a votar en contra de un tratado que Guatemala e Inglaterra firmaron hace más de 150 años.
Y ese no
donde se confirmó que las fronteras son esas.
Y eso no es uno va a ganar o uno va a perder. It's a word that you use, confirm.
Confirm. Vamos a confirmar nuestras fronteras para poder entonces tomar el siguiente paso de asegurarnos de que las incursiones, la explotación de nuestros recursos naturales por aquellas personas viviendo en esa área, que ya termine. Se hizo una pregunta al señor Rafael y claramente la pregunta fue: ¿será que las personas que están entrando a nuestro país de Guatemala, será que están bastante conscientes ellos de que están entrando al país porque están viendo que hay una línea, o será que están completamente perdidos y no hay una línea? La contestación, la respuesta de este señor fue: estoy seguro de que están bastante conscientes de que están entrando a Belice.
De nuevo.
Porque la línea existe.
De nuevo.
Pero es simplemente una línea. ¿Quién nos prohíbe a cruzar la línea y entrar a Belice? Y a sacar nuestro oro de las montañas. Escúchame bien. A tumbar nuestros árboles. ¿Okay? A robar el chate. A matar los animales que están en el área. ¿Ok?
Yep.
Y a explotar y hasta cierto punto quemar lo que no debe de ser quemado. Es más, los bosques en Belice son protegidos en esa área. Pero si los mismos beliceños se les invita a hacerlos, prohíbe hacerlos, ¿cómo es que hay cierta gente guatemalteca que está entrando a Belice, cruzando nuestras fronteras y explotando lo que el beliceño no puede hacer? Y eso es una ironía, porque no tenemos los suficientes recursos para cuidar dichos recursos. Así que lo mejor sería que en el futuro, ya luego que la Corte Internacional diga, Belice, te confirmamos tus fronteras, ¿ok? Y eso es lo que va a suceder. Te confirmamos tus fronteras, entonces Belice tiene la capacidad de hacer lo que vea necesario. Podría hacer un préstamo, escuchen bien, podría hacer un préstamo en el futuro y erigir su propio cerco. Una posibilidad, ¿ok? Porque poner gente a cuidar las fronteras por todas las 150 millas de frontera, pues es ridículo. Así que, igual como se hace en otros países, erigir una barda, un cerco y decir, aquí está el país de Belice. Esto eres tú, Guatemala, y esto es nuestro, ¿ok? Y ahí entonces comienza lo que es el respeto a la propiedad ajena. Los guatemaltecos entonces ya no van a tener la opción de decir, es que no me di cuenta y entré y bueno, ahí fui a hacer mi milpa, aunque fui a robar el oro. Y bien conscientes están entrando, porque si no estuvieran entrando no andarían con sus fusiles y todo eso.
And when they say the authorities they run, they never may run.
Exactamente.
They never may run, but they know that they're at the wrong spot. And some of them talk one time and say, we come over here because across the Guatemala, we can't get what we get there. So we could have to try getting...
Eso es otro tema muy importante, porque el señor Manzanero dijo, si es que se dieran cuenta de las imágenes de satélite, se darían cuenta de que el Petén, con 800,000 personas viviendo en el Petén, doble de lo de Belice. Y yo no sabía que el Petén tiene 800,000 personas en su totalidad, el departamento de Petén. 800,000 personas, que entre poco estará 1,000,000 de personas. Compañeros, esto me fue como un golpe a la cabeza, porque yo no lo sabía. Yo pensaba que estaban como 250,000 de personas o algo porque siempre sabía que el Petén es el departamento donde viven menos gente.
But the area is big.
Pero es grande y la gente, está aumentando la población de ese departamento fuertemente. Entonces, siempre tendrán más necesidades tras necesidades tras necesidades, y las necesidades van creciendo como va creciendo la población. Así que, entre muy poco, dado que en la porción sur del Petén ya está denudado, es más, ya está cortado todo, solo la sección del norte está todavía con vegetación, porque es una biosfera, es una sección protegida. ¿Ok?
Right.
Ahora, ¿dónde van a venir? ¿Qué van a hacer los pilperos en Guatemala? La gente que no tiene dónde ir, van a cruzar, van a continuar viniendo a Belice, y aún en números más grandes. Y van a seguir los problemas de incursiones, y van a seguir las acusaciones que Belice mató a tantas personas en territorio guatemalteco, cuando en realidad han estado en territorio beliceño.
Yeah, but they never bring a strong statement one time, this situation with the Mennonite. Guatemala never bring out a strong statement about that, when they look for beat up the Mennonites and rob them for the tractor and make them go work on the farm grass, right. The plot situation.
Yes, I recall that. Yes.
Yeah, but you never hear them bring out a statement about that. But when something happen, we run after them people over this side, you hear a big thing, and jump up and make a lot.
Y de una forma u otra distorsionan la información al decir de que claramente fue en territorio beliceño o guatemalteco, que fue muerto tal y tal persona, pero qué tontería, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo tienen la audacia de hablar y decir de que es en territorio guatemalteco, cuando en realidad es territorio beliceño? Cuando claramente han cruzado nuestra frontera y han venido aquí. Compañeros, este es el tipo de situación que queremos evitar en el futuro. Este es el tipo de situación que queremos que ni siquiera los beliceños tenemos la opción de entrar a esas reservas y a utilizar los recursos, por mucho menos permitir que los guatemaltecos entren ahí a utilizar nuestros recursos, a agarrar nuestro oro. Que hay oro en las montañas ahí, pero es una reserva. Es una reserva y nadie lo debe tocar. Entonces, cuando escuchamos que los guatemaltecos están entrando y que se están robando nuestros recursos, decimos, pero ¿cómo es que los podemos evitar? Sentido común, tenemos que crear una barda, un cerco, por decir, para evitar las incursiones. Ya vamos a sonar como Trump, pero es la realidad. ¿Ya me entiendes?
We don't want to have to reach to that position.
Exacto, pero la realidad es la realidad, que para proteger nuestro país, pues todo país tiene el derecho de proteger sus fronteras. Eso es un hecho.
Right. Yes, and you see, Manuel, when the people come across, they come across with arms and so. Even if the hunting goes,
entonces hay conflictos.
Yeah, got conflict because, and they know that they have patrols in the border area. They know they have patrols because we have the BDF there. We understand the last time when this young man will get killed, we understand that all of them had firearms. So if you...
Y hasta el más chamaco de 13, 14 años
they got firearms.
Tiene fusil.
You know, and that a sin for the kids to make them do them things, and the parents they carry them across with firearms and things like that. You the man, you get out there, go find for your family, eat, man. You understand? But we need to take one break.
Yes, we need to take a break. Son las 8 menos cuarto, 8 menos 15 minutos. Vamos a tomar una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto. Estos anuncios. Vamos a esta pausa.
Mejores prácticas en la cosecha de caña de azúcar. Es recomendable realizar la cosecha en el momento ideal. Cuando la caña de azúcar ya está madura, así va a recuperar la mayor cantidad de azúcar con la mejor calidad. Existen varios métodos para determinar la madurez y calidad de la caña a ser cosechada. Síntomas visuales para determinar la madurez de la caña de azúcar son: las hojas se vuelven amarillas y se secan. Se reduce el número de hojas activas a 5 hojas o a menos. Los entrenudos de la parte superior se acortan. En algunas variedades tempraneras, la floración es un indicador de madurez. Midiendo el Brix del tallo para calcular el índice de madurez, es decir, para asegurar si la caña ya está madura. El Brix del jugo en la caña de azúcar tiende a equilibrarse a lo largo del tallo, una vez que llega a su madurez fisiológica. Con un refractómetro de mano se toma la muestra. El Brix superior se toma en el entrenudo que corresponde a la hoja más 7, y el Brix inferior se toma en el segundo entrenudo sobre la superficie del suelo. El índice de madurez es la relación entre el Brix superior y el inferior expresado en porcentaje. Por ejemplo, si el Brix superior es 18 y el inferior es 20, el resultado expresado en porcentaje sería de 90%. Para que una caña se considere madura, el resultado debe estar entre el 85% y el 100%. Análisis de la caña a nivel de laboratorio. Con este método, es necesario colectar muestras de tallos de caña para extraer el jugo. Luego se analiza en el laboratorio para determinar el POL, pureza y Brix. El POL es el contenido real de sacarosa presente en el jugo y es determinado a través de un polarímetro. La pureza aparente se refiere a la relación entre el POL y el Brix del jugo expresado en porcentaje. Una caña lista para cosechar debe tener valores entre el 81% a 100% de pureza. Entre más cerca al 100%, más azúcar se recupera. Una vez determinada que la caña está madura, se procede a la cosecha. Se recomienda realizar la quema en horas que presente el menor riesgo a quemas accidentales. Sin embargo, la cosecha en verde es lo ideal. El corte de la caña se debe realizar al ras del suelo, para aprovechar los entrenudos inferiores donde se encuentra la mayor concentración de azúcares. De este modo, aumenta la producción y el rendimiento de azúcar por acre. La caña debe acomodarse en bultos para facilitar el alce y minimizar el porcentaje de materia extraña, tierra. El bulto debe ser del tamaño del agarrón de la alzadora para evitar el uso del empujador o piler. El despunte debe hacerse en una altura adecuada para así eliminar los entrenudos superiores inmaduros, al igual para no dejar caña moledera en la punta. La caña debe estar lo más limpio posible, libre de hojas, raíces o lodo, conocido como materia extraña. La cosecha se puede realizar de 3 maneras: cosecha manual, semi-mecanizada o mecanizada. Cosecha manual: corte y alce manual, jarochado. Cosecha semi-mecanizada: corte manual: se acomoda en bultos que posteriormente son alzados al camión o tráiler por medio de máquinas alzadoras. Cosecha mecánica: este ha tomado auge. Es la cosecha utilizando las máquinas cosechadoras. También reduce el costo total de la cosecha. La caña debe ser cosechada y entregada al ingenio lo más pronto posible a partir de la quema. Debe ser a menos de 36 horas para asegurar la mejor calidad. Durante el transporte del cañal al ingenio, se recomienda asegurar bien la carga usando varias fajas o cadenas para evitar la caída de caña durante el transporte. Al momento de registrar su viaje en la caseta, asegúrese de recibir su boleto del oficial encargado para que su producción se registre en el sistema de información de la industria. Estimado cañero o cañera, implementando mejores prácticas en la cosecha y transporte de la caña de azúcar para maximizar la producción de azúcar y de la mejor calidad posible. Este resultará en una industria eficiente, de menor impacto al ambiente y sustentable, asegurando mejores ingresos para todos, y así mejorar la calidad de vida de las familias. Una industria impactando la vida de todos.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Freshly extracted local honey. Perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize.
This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 8 minutes before 8 o'clock. It is a pleasure to greet you this morning. Buenos días, compañeros, si nos acabas de sintonizar. Son las 8 menos 8 minutos y bienvenidos a este segmento de el Sugar City Morning Show. Estamos aquí platicando acerca del tema que pervade estos últimos días, el tema de máxima importancia para Belice como país. Y esto es el problema del reclamo de Guatemala a una porción de Belice y la legalidad detrás de todo el caso. ¿Okay? Al final del día, Guatemala ha votado, los guatemaltecos han votado para darle permiso al gobierno que para terminar con este asunto una vez por todas, que ellos puedan ir a la Corte Internacional de Justicia a asentar este caso. Ahora nos toca a nosotros los beliceños ir a las urnas, no sé, entre un año, año y medio, no lo sé exactamente cuándo. Previo a esto tendría que suceder un periodo de concientización, de educación, información, como lo quieras decir, para que nosotros los beliceños podamos tomar una decisión informada. En vez de siempre ir a decir, pues, yo no sé para qué estoy votando, solo vine aquí porque es mi responsabilidad cívica. O en lo peor fuera. Lo peor fuera, y lo estoy diciendo desde ahora, es que ciertas personas ofrezcan vender su voto, porque entonces eso sería lo máximo en poder llamar a esa persona un traicionero, una traicionera a su propia patria, dependiendo cómo esa persona estaría votando. Yo no sé, pero yo soy bastante vocífero cuando se trata al respecto de eso, y te estoy adelantando desde ahora que nosotros beliceños, y vamos a olvidar acerca de eso, de las personas que tratarían de conseguir beneficio económico de esto, pero vamos a considerar de que todo beliceño, la gran mayoría de beliceños, podríamos estar informados, educados y concientizados acerca de los beneficios de ir a la ICJ y los peligros de ir a la ICJ, ¿ok? Porque eso es lo que va a suceder. Nos van a decir muy en claro esto, si es que vamos a la ICJ, esto, si no vamos a la ICJ. Ahorita, compañeros, no es que existiera una presión real, pero quizás la presión percibida, que Belice debe de votar sí porque Guatemala ya votó sí, o que Belice debe de votar no porque Guatemala ya votó sí. En realidad, porque Guatemala haya votado sí es muy importante, pero como dijeron muchas personas aquí, ¿cómo es que se va? Y fue un tema de discusión. It was a topic of discussion on Channel 5 yesterday. How will the international community view us as a country
if we go no?
Okay? Yep. And it goes a little bit deeper than that, because at the end of the day, like some people say, well, nothing look good when I vote yes.
You vote yes for a good reason.
You vote yes for a good reason. Thank you very much. You vote yes because at the end of the day, you will be assured by those people, assured up to a certain point, because they can't give you a rubber stamp and say, tell you what, 100% guarantee that we will win. But all the odds are in our favor. Everything is in our favor. Everything is telling us that we will win. We will win the case at the ICJ. So we should go there without fear. Sin miedo debemos de ir a la Corte Internacional de Justicia para que se confirmen y reconfirmen nuestras fronteras.
Yeah, but you see, they got some media people where they carry out some interviews and they try shift from the real point.
They're going on tangent, yes.
Yeah, tangent. The guests, they try to divert the guests, then they try to put words in on their mouth. But it's a good thing the people whether they interview are versed persons in this issue, and they can divert them from the real facts. So we ask them people to stop behaving that kind of way and make we do this thing right, man. Make we do this thing right. Make the people then decide what they want to do. You not try twist nothing to change people's mind or to make people got doubt in on it. Hello. Yeah, so that's what they happen, Emmanuel, because like, you know, they don't put up there 2 polls yesterday, should people vote yes or no? I don't see that necessary.
I don't even bother with it because I think that at the end of the day, they're trying to mislead the general public.
Yeah, that's
just the way. Me ain't bother with that, and I suggest you ain't bother with it.
Yeah, because some people and take it in a way, say how much people vote no. That means better we vote no. But then you think for yourself, brothers and sisters. You think for yourself, and you study this thing out for yourself. You listen to the people when they go up on the different medias and talk positive about this issue. This is a big issue. This is not one issue from one day to the next. If they have one election in our union or have an election for a village council, this is the one national thing. This concerns our territory of Belize. So listen to the exports. There are people, what they up there, the people don't just get there overnight. The people have done their studies. They have been in and out, government in, government out. And most of these people are still carrying the same message from it started many years ago. And if they are carrying the same message, that means they are firm and they know exactly what is good for Belize.
Exactly so. Exactly so. So, compañeros, aquí nada más repitiendo de nuevo, la siguiente semana, martes, primero Dios, tendremos la participación, la presencia y participación del embajador Alexis Rosado con nosotros. La siguiente semana, martes, he logrado confirmar eso con el Ministerio de Relaciones Exteriores. Él es el actual embajador de Belice a Guatemala y es por el momento la persona que se encarga de este tipo de asuntos. No sé si y no voy a vamos a dejarlo ahí, si es que va a quedar ahí o si es que no va a quedar ahí. Él, como está con ese cargo, no lo sé, pero el programa de información, educación y concientización va a ser muy intensa y estoy seguro de que tu presencia aquí en Belice se va a hacer más y más y más necesitada. Así que es una decisión que el ministerio tiene que atender, pero por el momento vamos a utilizarlo, vamos a tenerlo aquí, primero Dios, el martes, pero anótenlo, el número para llamar 302-2170 y siéntense a escuchar como familia cuando él venga aquí a nuestros estudios a platicar con nosotros y en torno con todos ustedes. Así que márquenlo y compartan esa información con sus familiares. Vean el show la siguiente semana, martes, donde trataremos de hablar en español, porque hay un vacío entre la información en inglés. Que bueno, todas las entrevistas son conducidas en inglés, pero aquí trataremos de hablar en español con el embajador, porque también habla español, por el amor de Dios. Así que para que podamos compartir toda esa información en un lenguaje que la gente entiende y que pueda comprender. Así que es muy importante que vean el show la siguiente semana, martes a las 7:30.
And that's the person that will bring the foremost information to us.
Exactly so. Exactamente.
He has been and out of so many negotiations, so many meetings.
Well, yeah, because previously he was the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You know what I mean? So he will come. He is he's very, very, very informed, and
he's in Guatemala.
Yeah, he's
so
in
he has
Guatemala.
A feel of what's happening there.
Well, it's been so many years since he's been in Guatemala, ever since my brother died. So, because my brother was in Guatemala about 13 years or so. So, he took over my brother's position there. So, y compañeros, está bastante preparado este señor para poder contestar las preguntas que ustedes le hagan y que nosotros le hagamos. Así que anótenlo la siguiente semana, martes, compartan la información. Aquí estará el embajador, primero Dios, el embajador Alexis Rosado con nosotros.
Yeah, and I believe to answer this one here, that says here why the government hasn't had a press conference yet. We remind you all that the Prime Minister is out of the country. We know we have some other tolls over, but when it comes to these big issues, Prime Minister is always the head of these press conferences. And you say, when he do the press conference, he bring the people that is in the field from the different ministries. We could answer questions and tell us what is happening. So we don't know if he are holding a press conference, but I believe that's the reason why the government hasn't called a press conference as yet.
I understand that perfectly. I think it's just very responsible on the part of Deputy Prime Minister, and I believe that, well, it's not any dereliction of duty, but at the end of the day, I do believe that he's just being very responsible and saying, tell you what, we haven't had a caucus of cabinet yet, so I cannot tell you how the leading figure. Right. The leading figure is not here, for God's sake. The Prime Minister is not here, so I cannot advance to you any information. So let's just take it, let's just put it that way. As soon as the Prime Minister is back, he will give an official statement in that regard. But we already know that he has said on previous occasions that he's advocating for a yes vote.
Yeah, and then they have some people, whether they interview, whether they come out on different medias, saying, first, this person may say, no, he and vote no. But when I start to talk to her, and they start to explain, they say, well, maybe I don't know enough yet. Maybe I don't know enough yet. Maybe that's why I say I want to vote no. But then this referendum in Belize, this voting not happen tomorrow. We have this re-registration will have to come up, and that will take probably 12 months. And then after that, then Belize will be having their voting to decide if we are going to ICT.
Right? But like we were listening to a little while ago, but one of the big elements that is affecting the people right now is fear, es el miedo. El miedo que nos dice, pues yo no sé cómo va a votar votar los jueces, así que mejor me quedo así como estoy, porque siquiera así, pues no hay nada de cambio. Pero, ¿qué tal si? ¿Qué tal si es muy condicional? ¿Qué tal si los jueces dicen, no vamos a respetar el Tratado 1859? Pues, ¿qué sucede? Ese es el miedo que existe dentro de la gente. Y tenemos que reconocer y hablar de ello. Hablar de ello, porque no puedo yo concebir de que una persona va a cambiar su mente así por la nada y decir, ok, pues yo pensaba que antes no debíamos de ir y ahora pienso que sí. Es difícil. El cambio, tienes que tú tratar ese miedo que tienes latente por dentro de ti. Así que este miedo va a poco irse luego de que tú te convenzas, como más y más te vas informando acerca de cómo tratar el asunto. Si te cierras tu mente y dices, yo no quiero oír nada, yo no quiero saber nada, yo tengo miedo y voy a votar no, entonces tú te estás causando daño a ti y a tu familia, porque no estás permitiéndote abrir para que entonces te des cuenta de que hay una opción y una buena opción para salir de esto. Pero hay que tratar el elemento de miedo, compañeros. El elemento de miedo de no saber, porque el miedo se tiene que definir. El miedo de no poder garantizar, el miedo de no poder saber, el miedo de la incertidumbre del futuro. ¿Qué va a suceder? ¿Qué tal si? ¿Ya me entiendes?
Right.
¿Ya me entiendes?
And the thing is that then people, whether like that, and especially the one that would say no, with the statement that we listened to yesterday by the former Prime Minister of Belize, I wonder if that party was in power right now, what would have been their position? Or it's just because they are not in power, probably some people are being encouraged.
Well, that is the politics of the whole situation. I think that at the end of the day, well, we have a confirmation that Said Musa was endorsing and still endorses, hopefully, the ICJ process and is willing to go through to see it through. But we're wondering, like the caller said, what about the current leader of the opposition? What is his position that he's going to take? What is his position that he's going to take? Is he going to endorse a yes vote, like is expected as true Belizeans as we become more and more informed? Or is he going to take a easy way out and say, tell you what, we don't take this chance?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, hey, este es el proceso, compañeros, que los expertos, las personas en esa con capacidad, los agentes gubernamentales, los ministros, los negociadores, los embajadores, han tenido que tratar con este tema. ¿Será que debemos de tomar el brinco de ir a la Corte Internacional de Justicia? Y vamos a tratar de explicarlo en una forma bastante simple para el beneficio de las personas. Yo comparto yo tengo un pedazo de terreno y esa parte de porción de terreno tiene una frontera con el terreno que tiene Chequi. Es más, los dos tenemos una propiedad en la misma calle, pero de donde yo puse el cerco, Chequi me dice, no, ahí eso no es el cerco. Tú estás convencido que donde tú lo pusiste está bien. Esa es la posición de Belice. Pero, compañeros, recuérdense que la legalidad del caso es por simplemente que hay un arreglo entre dos personas. Tendría que ser dos personas, porque si fuera una persona, entonces no hay problema.
Yeah,
no hay problema. Pero son dos personas que fueron a firmar ese tratado. En este caso fui yo y Chequi. Y Chequi no está de acuerdo de que esa es la posición del cerco, de los límites míos. Y dice, no, esa no es la posición. Tú me estás robando algo. Pero yo estoy tan convencido porque yo ya vi que Chequi tiene firmado un tratado que dice en tal y tal y tal y tal y tal lugar, ahí es donde voy a poner la barda. Entonces tú estás convencido de que lo que tú hiciste está correcto y tienes tú un tratado que confirma tu posición. Vamos a tomar la llamada.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Buenos días, Mr. Martínez,
buenos días,
amigo.
Oye, quisiera dar mi opinión referente a Guatemala.
Ándale.
Mira, lo que yo creo que no entiende la gente del pueblo beliceño no entiende es de que el territorio beliceño no está en cuestión. Ese territorio se estableció o se negoció en el 1859 y se ratificó, podemos decir, se ratificó cuando las Naciones Unidas votaron para la independencia de Belice. Entonces ya se estableció. El problema es que Guatemala no había reconocido la independencia de Belice y por lo tanto no reconoce la frontera actual. Pero Guatemala tenemos que tomar en cuenta que en el año, creo que 1998, Guatemala por fin reconoció la independencia de Belice. Eso quiere decir que Guatemala está aceptando lo que las Naciones Unidas aprobó en el 81. Ahora el problema es simple, es que Guatemala, hay que agradecer o hay que estar alegres que Guatemala está dispuesto a ir a la Corte Internacional para que ahora se defina la frontera y así poder decir, este es mío, este es tuyo, y vamos a respetar nuestras líneas. Y se van a acabar esas cosas que oremos a Saizún, se van a acabar esas cosas que entran guatemaltecos a cosechar nuestras riquezas. Todo eso porque entonces ya tenemos frontera. Ahora no hay frontera porque no se ha ratificado la frontera, y yo lo que entiendo es eso, que se quiere ir allá para ratificar la frontera y así dejar un Belice íntegro para nuestros hijos. Gracias.
A usted. Un puntito que quiero aclarar es que sí hay fronteras. Las fronteras están puestas muy en claro en el Tratado de 1859, que fue ratificado en 1931. ¿Ok? También estamos animados por la resolución de las Naciones Unidas, la resolución de la Organización de Estados Americanos, que confirman que Belice es un país soberano, independiente, y que ellos respetan, todos los países respetan menos uno, el territorio beliceño, y que respetan su independencia con su territorio intacto. Sin embargo, el problema es de que el arreglo que hicimos con Guatemala, pues no es respetado por el mismo Guatemala. Así que esto es el carácter de la disputa, es legal. Es legal, legalidad. Pero lo bueno, compañeros, lo bueno es de que tenemos un tratado. Y la posición de Guatemala es bastante débil, y ellos mismos lo saben. Como hizo el comentario ayer la persona, ellos mismos lo saben. ¿Ok? Good morning. Y ellos están bastante conscientes, pero ellos también quieren asentar el asunto. Ellos también quieren terminar con esto. Así que tenemos la oportunidad a la Corte que confirme, no define, pero que confirme nuestras fronteras. Y hay una gran diferencia aquí en la palabra que voy a usar. No que se definan, pero que se confirman nuestras fronteras. Porque nuestras fronteras ya están establecidas.
Yeah, it's just like what you were saying with that scenario there with the land. After we don't agree, I think then the surveyor then come in. What earthquake by? Is this an earthquake that we're feeling here, or is got some big equipment?
I don't know. Maybe there's a big equipment passing outside.
Okay, well, I feel like earthquake right now. I don't really know what is happening. After we don't define that, then the surveyor they come in and they put their markers, right?
Yes.
I think we need to go for a break up.
Yes.
This place to shake.
We're going to break and we'll be right back.
Powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Maintaining steadiness, consolidating stability, advancing growth.
In the Capital 3 budget, provisions of over 43 million have been made to finance the following key infrastructure projects. Continuation of the upgrading of the Hummingbird Highway, $11 million. Continuation of the Belize Southside Poverty Alleviation Project, $4 million. Commencement of work on the upgrading of new sections of the George Price Highway, including the construction of a new double-lane bridge at Roaring Creek, $13 million. Commencement of work on the upgrading of a new section of the Philip Golson Highway, $5 million. Commencement of work on the new Airport Link Road, joining the access road to the PGIA, joining that with the Western Highway, $3 million. Commencement of work on the new Hallover Bridge, $3 million. And commencement of work on phase 1 of the Caracol Road project, $4 million. In addition, provision of $9.5 million has also been made for projects in the education and health sectors and towards our vaunted poverty alleviation programs. Mr. Speaker, I should point out that as we have done in all the years since taking office, we will again be financing our capital program wholly from concessional sources provided by our international development partners. We will not be borrowing any funds on commercial terms. These are the investments that will continue the transformation and continue to bring the jobs, to lower even more the unemployment rate and lift lives and the economy.
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Before we signed up for DigiNet, things at home were a bit...
Mom, I just having up the internet. Who said fix it?
Chaotic when it came to the internet. But since we signed up for DigiNet, fiber optic internet for your home, everything has been going awesome. Everyone can be online at the same time, consistent and reliable speeds, no more fighting for internet. It's a mother's dream. It's so affordable. I got a 20 megabyte plan for only $169 monthly. Plus, it comes bundled with a free postpaid plan and free home phone service. We're saving over $200 monthly. It's an unbelievable deal. Perfect for families. Trust me, visit your nearest BTL office and ask about DigiNet today.
Now available in San Pedro, Northside Belize City, Ladyville, and Belmopan. Coming soon to Orange Walk.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range, a colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 21 minutes after 8 o'clock. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Son las 8:21. And it is our distinct pleasure to welcome, say good morning before all, and welcome the Honorable Edmund Claudeland Castro, Minister of Transportation and NEMA. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the show.
Morning, sir.
Morning,
How are you doing?
I'm blessed. I would like to say big up the beautiful people of my constituency, Belize Rural North, and I love them. And I will start off by saying that I know this weekend will be a very eventful day for the in Mascal.
Oh, I listened to the advertisement.
Yeah, the Agricultural and Village Fest. We started it last year, and now we're rolling it this year again, and so we're inviting each and everyone to come.
You have within your jurisdiction, within your constituency, you have all these villages in the southern part of the, in the northern part of the Belize.
Northern part of Belize District, border with Orange Walk.
Which means you have Mascal from Fairburn.
Yeah,
Maskell, San Hill, Rayburn Ridge, and all the Santana and all the 2017 villages. Yeah. Am I right?
That's correct. That's correct.
So, rather difficult can be difficult, but I'm sure that with your determination and with your courage, you can deal with all of that situation.
That's correct. That's correct. We've been handling it for a while, and to be a representative, a rural area representative, if you don't have the energy level, then you really can't do it, because it takes a lot out of you to be giving attention to some 20-odd villages. It is extremely difficult, but I love what I do. I love my people love me, and I feed from that, and I will continue to be their representative as long as I have health and strength and energy.
I have a question for you. Some time ago, I saw that there was some sort of renewed interest in the Maskell area and the surrounding area to try to increase the amount of productivity, agricultural productivity in the area, given that San Pedro is a veritable marketplace for all of the agricultural products, and because of the closeness, and it was being promoted as a marketplace for a growing place for all of these vegetables. Does that still continue?
That's the reason why we are doing this agricultural fest.
All right.
We started last year, and we have the agricultural fest. So we have the farmers with the produce. Farmers bring out their produce and sell their products out there. We have where we invite the vendors, the hotel people and restaurant people to come out and buy directly from the farmers. We also show them that they could get at what we call farm gate prices, whereby once you come there, you'll be able to meet some of the farmers that produce these fruits and vegetables. So it's on a personal level that you can make your own contacts, so that you can say, well, you know what, I want 100 pounds of sweet pepper or 200 pounds of sweet pepper every week, and where you want it, and that kind of thing. So the business, the atmosphere for the business transaction is well underway. So I started to do this first so that we could do that kind of connection for people, creating the enabling environment for people to make money, and for the other vendors to make that contact with them. We also have the aspect of the food section, everything local. You have all different, it's basically like a taste of Belize. You go there, you'll get panades, you'll get garnaches, you'll get tacos, you'll get rice and beans. Thing the bubble right there on fire hot. You'll get hudut, you'll get boil up, you'll get smoked salt beef, everything what you want. You'll be able to go there and taste.
When is this happening?
This is Sunday, the 22nd.
This Sunday coming.
This Sunday.
This is this Sunday.
This Sunday. We know there, and you want to promote the fair, very big, Minister. But since you took over in 2008, I know that you have been working in the area long before. What has changed in Belize Rural North for the people, the different villages, when it comes to infrastructure, light, water? What has changed drastically for the people in that area?
First and foremost, with this about 60 years of running politics in Belize Rural North and the country, only 5 villages had water. Only 5 out of 27 in my constituency. And now this weekend we're having a meeting because there's only 3 left out of the 27. 3. Remember 5, 5 had our. Now 3 left. This weekend we're meeting with, this Sunday we're meeting with the villages of Boston, trying to get their water up and running. So Boston, SIF, and BWS, and so on, and the villagers having their first meeting, so that we could get it on track, so we could get the money from Caribbean Development Bank and through SIF. And so Boston will get their water for sure this year, and then we already have money approved for the water system in Bomba.
Now, just as a point of interest, Minister, for those who don't know, Boston is a village on the old
on
road.
the Old Northern Highway. Is as you exit Sand Hill going in the Old Northern Highway, that's a village of Boston. So we are connecting them with the BWS with water. So Boston will definitely getting water this year, and then we move on to provide water for the village of Bomba. When you look at a small village like Bomba, no matter if the village big or small, a small village like Bomba as well, never had electricity for Columbus days. Bomba now have electricity. Bomba have a better road to the village. We also built a bridge so that you could traverse back and forth. So there are massive improvements in the constituency. You're looking at the road has been paved now from Sand Hill all the way to Lucky Strike. We are trying to see how soon we could get the balance of funding so that we could complete. We would like to see complete from Lucky Strike to Tower Hill, really, but the next phase would be from Lucky Strike to at least by Maruba. And so we are working in the constituency in all the villages. We look at a place like Crooked Tree. In the past, whenever the water come down from the out west and flooding takes place, Crooked Tree is a basin that capture all the water, hold the water. And so Crooked Tree normally, almost every year, Crooked Tree flood. And it costs the government a lot of money because we have to be boating people back and forth to Crooked Tree. Crooked Tree during that time is a complete island. So people going to school, people still need to go to school, people still need to go to work, so BDF and Coast Guard. So it costs a lot of money for that. Since then, we have improved on the causeway there in Crooked Tree. So when we cut that out for a large extent, and now we have the financing, and they're doing the estimate as to what it will take and cost to pave, raise it, pave it, put in the necessary water outlets and so on. So that is underway.
And that's for the causeway.
That's for the causeway. That should take place. That is going on now. We will put it out for tender once the estimate comes in sometime in November. And so by next year, we should be seeing a lot of the work getting done on the causeway there in Crooked Tree. We're looking at, in Sand Hill, prior to being elected, we had an asbestos roof community center in Sand Hill.
Wow, that's
now,
terribly dangerous.
In this time and age, now we have a wonderful community building there in Sand Hill. We have Belize River Valley. None of those villages had water. No, they have water. We have holding facility for cattle. We have slaughtering facility. So we continue to do good work. There are parts of Barboom that never had adequate water as well. They now have water.
One question. I remember that in the years 77 through 79, when I was going to St. John's College sixth form, my father used to drive his pickup truck and take me to Belize City on early Monday mornings. And I can recall that using the old road back then, there were about, I don't know how many bridges. About 30 odd.
A lot.
About 30 odd bridges. Yeah. And invariably, when it rained and it poured and it rained and it poured, some of them would flood.
Definitely.
Does that situation still exist?
And also, most of the bridges were one-lane bridges.
Yes, were one-lane bridges.
One lane. So you have to wait until one person passes and then you pass. And no longer the point. Look at the one there in Lucky Strike. It's hard for you to imagine that used to be the situation in the past. Now you have two vehicles can pass the bridge in Lucky Strike since we improve on the road and put in a bridge and pave the road past Lucky Strike all the way.
And to think, ladies and gentlemen, that was the road that the big tankers used to
Everything used to use it. Yeah, we got.
I have vivid memories of this.
We have another one in Boston there. That was in a little dip. Yeah. So now we widen and put in a necessary culvert and bridge. So now two vehicles can pass there. So it's not a problem.
I can understand the love, Minister.
Yeah. So we continue to push for our people and.
Yeah. Don't want to go to the River Valley area. One thing I think about go to Bermuda Landing, the first thing I think about that slippery mud on the road, the situation on the road. What is that like now?
It's much better. It's much better now. We have the road paved now from Bermuda Landing all the way to Lemonal. Nice and beautiful. So all the way to Lemonal, the road is nice and paved. We opened the corridor from Isabella Bank all the way through to Maypen. It's a constant struggle. We can continue to improve on that feeder road there. So we put in a bridge at Maypen. When we used to have flooding, the people of Maypen, we have to put cattle in a dory, in a boat, and try to help the people to save their animals. Now they can do it themselves because they will get adequate warning if a hurricane or flooding situation is occurring, and so they could use their trailer, trucks could drive into Maypen, remove the cattle, take them to safer grounds. So that has been massive improvement for the lives of the people in that part of the River Valley section as well.
Because I can recall that once there was a big flood, and the area, especially the junction from the road to Maypen, was entirely flooded.
Entirely flooded.
Entirely flooded, and there was a massive loss of livestock in that area.
That's right. And now, because of the bridge, you could avoid that situation, because if you know the flooding the water is coming down, and you will have a massive flood. You could roll in, you could drive now. Prior to that, you couldn't drive. The board bridge was, you know, pick up on the board bridge, it dance with your pachanga. So, you know, now you know that situation. Nice bridge to Maypen.
So that answer the question of people. I say, why Castro put to a bridge than Maypen and a small place?
Yeah, whether the village small or big, I work for them and give them the same love and treat them the same way. So as soon as we finish hook up Bomba with water, we will try to get Maypen with water and electricity. Know that you could get in there, you could assist them even more.
So this brings when it comes to the farmers and the students and everything, this brings development and it brings work for the people in Belize Rural North because of the infrastructure. We got light, we got water, we got good road.
That's correct. So
going back just quickly to the big fair that's going on this Sunday. What was it called? The marketplace? What is it called?
It's the annual Mascal Agriculture and
Annual Mascal Village Fair.
Village Fair.
Now you're promoting this fair within all the area, so that people from not only Mascal but from all around the entire area can be a part.
Yes, people from throughout Belize Rural North in particular could come and get a booth. The booth is very cheap. I don't think none of the booths are more than $50. You could get a booth and you sell your food. The entertainment is totally free. We have Youth Connection, Titiman, we got Harrison Dagi King, we have Punta Queen, we have Coconut Boy, Joni Martinez. So it's a host of local artists. None of our artists are from international, outside of Belize. There are local artists, local food. I said even organically grown beef you all get. Because everything is everything
Is this
right
the
there.
first one ever?
This is the second one.
This is the second.
Last year it was a massive success, and we're trying to do it, and it gives life to our farmers and show the farmers that we care, and then so that people could come meet their farmers, meet the people that cook some of the best food in the region, and so it's a whole economic activity, creating that environment so that people could, or farmers and the locals can make $1 or $2.
People have to pay for going.
Yeah, I think the
to go on the grounds.
To go on the grounds, it's small money. I don't think they even more than $2.
Okay.
Right, and that's helped to offset some of the costs that we have for like policemen and the referees and so forth. At the same time, this fair is going on. We have the Clearland Football Marathon. In our marathon, the Clearland Football competition, we have 22 teams. So we will try to push through that marathon. I don't know how they fit 22 teams to play, but then guys have their thing and they know how to do their thing.
Generally, it could be a 30-minute game.
Yeah, so I think they must have to reduce it if all 22 teams show up. So we cater for the senior teams, about 12 senior teams. We have the junior teams, the under 16 or under 17 teams, and we also cater for the females. So we have females, junior, and the senior teams. And this is what we do in terms of pulling our people together, creating that type of activity, sporting activity, and we mix it with business at the same time for farmers. So the farmers, they make money, the youngsters, they engage in sporting activity, and it's just a wonderful way of coming together for people in the region. We have teams from as far as Mahogany Heights, we have teams from Hattieville and so on, but most of the teams are from the Belize Rural North constituency. We have even from Belize City to go up there. We provide all the jerseys for all 22 teams, and all we ask you, bring your boots and good behavior, because we don't have problem that not the activity and events nor the our football games or marathon.
Yeah. Going back a little bit, Minister, I know one of your big projects and something that was really at your heart was the tilapia project. What's the situation with that?
We started couple ponds. We need some. What we need to do is to get more technical assistance, and we still have some more farmers that are still producing tilapia. But I would like to see that project continue. I would like to see for us to get more of the technical assistance to the farmers so that we can truly produce more tilapia for the local market and perhaps for export. It's a very, very good program. Even the primary school kids could make money because it don't take much to feed fish. Mm-hmm. Once you have develop the pond and aerate the pond properly, it's a money earner all on its own. It's a money earner. It's something that can really take off.
This program is based only in Belize Rural North, or you have it based over the country as well?
We had experiment with tilapia as far as Punta Gorda. We have up north in Sartineja area as well, and they had moved the hatchery from Biscayne, so it kind of set us back big time. The hatchery is in Central Farm.
Okay. Well, go ahead, madam.
Well, my question was going to be, I think that we heard recently that there were some problems in terms of, like, I think the shrimp hatcheries, in terms of diseases and so forth. Tilapia farming isn't as vulnerable or susceptible to.
No, it is not. It's a lot easier.
It is a lot easier.
And less delicate to deal with. Unlike the shrimp that you have to have, it's really tight, and the specs have to be so tight with shrimp. It's different than that with the tilapia. But however, it still needs some technical supervision and guidance, which any primary school students can go and learn.
And especially given the fact that some of the shrimp would be for exports, so you have to comply with certain standards.
Yes. But fish is a lot easier to.
Fish is a lot easier.
How was the tilapia program working? What you do? You facilitate the fish farmers with the ponds?
We started off by building ponds to show people, get them interested, to show people that yes, this can happen right basically in your backyard. So we construct the ponds for them, and we have people from fisheries that come in and give them lectures and teach them and how to aerate their ponds, how to feed the fish, how often you feed them, and that kind of thing. It's not too difficult. You need less technical skills than that if you're growing shrimp.
Okay.
But it's something that I would really want to see us expand on and get the necessary finance and assistance to do. I think in growing tilapia, I think we'll do better than citrus, cane, or banana, because each and every person have one little backyard when they could raise fish. And throughout the 6th district, you could raise fish.
And we have the market.
And it's not like only in one particular village or one particular district you could raise fish. You could raise fish anywhere. You could use the above ground tanks, and you could raise fish in the mountains. So it is something that we need as a country. We need to get the necessary finance and people to come in and teach our people, and so that this industry can take off. Because where there are other industries where doing not so well and so on, this one definitely could get thousands of people up and running.
Minister, we will take a quick break at this point, But we'll be right back with you after these commercial messages. Vamos a una pausa rápidamente, pero estaremos de vuelta con el ministro Edwin Castro tan pronto estos anuncios. No se vayan.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass Project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Sun, fun, and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by Southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
When it comes to running my business, I have to ensure that my office is always connected and that my service is the best. This is exactly what I need from my internet provider at my home also. That's why I chose Diginet. It's fast, reliable, and most importantly, it's affordable. With Diginet, I get a reliable connection plus 6 gigabytes free mobile data each month to use while I'm on the go, all for just $99. This is big savings for me. Diginet gives me the edge I need to take my business to the next level, right from home. Visit your nearest BTL office to find out more about Diginet and how you can save, just like me.
Now available in San Pedro, Northside Belize City, Ladyville, and Belmopan. Coming soon to Orange Walk.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. We are here with Honorable Edmond Castro, Minister of Transportation and NIMO. De vuelta, estamos aquí, compañeros. Muy buenos días y bienvenidos. Si es que acaban de sintonizarnos, estamos con el ministro Edmond Castro, representante de Belize Rural North y ministro de Transporte y de NIMO. Eso es National Emergency Management Organization. Hemos estado hablando en el segmento anterior. We've been talking in the previous segment about the big fair that's going on this weekend, this Sunday, in Mascal. But also we're going to be, since he is on a regional tour today, you're gonna be doing some sort of tour of all the shelters that are in the northern part of the country. Obviously, the hurricane season is gonna be beginning within, say, a month and a half.
6 weeks.
6 weeks from now. And the hurricane season is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. So we need to ensure. How are we doing with hurricane shelters and all of that?
We are, today is the day that I'm taking time out to visit the shelters, the hurricane shelters, the preparedness, readiness, and so on, and with some of the shelters in both Orange Walk and Corozal district. Yes, I think it was Monday. We had a storm that passed through, like a freak storm that passes through. I think it was a cold front mixed with something. Really high wind and caused some damages in San Pedro. So I went out there on Monday to assist about 3 to 5 families that were affected. So we done that last week. I was in the southern part of the country dealing with similar situation with NIMO, trying to make sure that we are ready. And
but it wasn't it was a situation where people lost lives. Or
no, none of that. And I could knock on wood or paper that under my watch, I hope that we never experience a loss of not even one life in this country. NIMO is an organization, and as long as we could keep it like that, we are very thankful to the public officers and the NIMO personnel to get out the information in a timely manner. So if there is a hurricane coming or a storm, to always inform our people that if they're on low-lying areas or whatever the situation is, we warn them, to tell them to be careful, to go to safer building or higher grounds and that kind of thing. And also we continually, with the training of our personnel, both the public officers and NIMO staff, we conduct training on a regular basis. Just last week we conduct a session. I went to a session in Belize City with the training. Now, because of this tsunami threat, now it's a new addition to our training.
We're going exactly there.
So we started now with whatever we do with the hurricane, and also now with the attachment of tsunami threats. We have to now start to educate our kids even from the primary school, preschool and primary school level as to what to do, just like how we always constantly telling them what to do if a hurricane is coming, when to move, when not to move, where to go, what's the safest areas to go because the storm surge is this or that. So now we have to prepare our population for tsunami threats. The tsunami threat now, sometimes you get 30 minutes, you never know if you got 30 minutes to act or you got one couple of hours. So it's a new thing now, but it's real, it's here. Just like some of the freak storms that we've been having over the past couple of years. I can recall the one in that hit Cookie Tree and really destroy about several homes. I think 5 to 7 homes. Man, you get some big tree about this, maybe 2-3 feet in diameter, and breadfruit trees mashed up like biscuit.
Minister, a tsunami carries its own little characteristic, its own dangers, much different to hurricanes. And I'm glad that you mentioned this because now I gather that some of the people will be beginning to go through workshops to better deal with the tsunami danger. But how prepared are we to deal with that tsunami if that was in the reality? Or I'm not talking about a tsunami that is going to be 10 feet tall, because no country can ever be prepared for anything like that, regardless. But I know it will present a strain on the existing facilities. I know that eventually, you know, even the shelters that would be close to the inhabited areas would no longer be available for as shelters. So how much of a strain does it present to the country?
It's rough. It's a new thing for us. It's just like what I said earlier. There was a time when we used to brag and boast and say, earthquake no hit we that Belize because this and because that. We had we own idea why earthquake never used to hit we. Now everything they come. No earthquake, the earth, the shake that Belize now like regular before. Now the type of the magnitude of the hurricane and storm that are coming now. If you look at our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, you're looking at category 4, category 5 hurricane. So now we have to even look at our building structure, how we build and that kind of thing, to resist this climate resilient type thing, because climate change is real. Just the other day, last year, several of our Caribbean brothers and sisters, they take one liquid loan, category 3, category 5. It is rough to plan for those. It is even worse to plan for tsunami, because when the hurricane is coming, we know for a couple of days where it's at, the magnitude of the wind, the height of the swell of the wave. We know all this. We can predict that. But tsunami, we just can't. When the earth starts shaking, at the sea there, and then we have to calculate miles per feet because of the magnitude of the shaking in the ocean floor will trigger this height of wave and the speed, the rapidness that they will come to.
And the type of earthquake, if it's a vertical or horizontal.
All that, the calculation, the Tsunami Center now have to calculate that, feed that to us, and then it's our NEMO, and the focal point for us in this country is the Met Service. Met Service then advises us what to do, the height, type, speed of the wave that will be expected to come in. So it's a collaboration of lots of effort for us to keep the nation safe.
How about the inland areas? Are the inland areas affected or should look out for tsunami as well?
It depends.
It all depends on the magnitude of the earthquake and where it strikes, because we can recall the one in Asia some years ago. That level of wave there and the speed, even really small, he'll never enough to stop him. He may bring some real height of water. And I think with the tsunami bringing in water, if a 9-10 foot wave they come, it's really dangerous. And with that, you don't know where the water will come. With a hurricane bringing 10 foot swells, it might be bringing in a barge will get away. So you in your house now, you think you're safe because of the water they come. You might bring a barge where it just knock down your house or barge into your house. We can't tell what is coming in a swell that high.
Preparedness, that's still the siren we're here.
So yes, so what we are doing, and I like from the tour last week in the south, in the southern part of the country, we team up with Humana, and Humana through the Caribbean Development Bank is assisting NEMO and the country with some early warning systems. Some river monitors, so we know when if the river is rising rapidly at night and you're sleeping, there's an alarm system.
Is it for flash flooding?
Yeah, for flash flooding. So it's a river monitoring system. We also have, they are putting in for us at the tower there in one of the village. I don't remember if it's Creek or Sarko or what's the name of the village. I can't remember right now. The radio system that we will be able to now have communication with approximately 5 villages in the south that we normally, it's difficult to get a phone call and reach some of those villages. So most of those people along those border areas, those border villages, they use Tigo. So for us to call there, we have to make an international call. So now with this radio system, we'll be able to have better and faster communication with the people in the south, in those 5 villages. Also, they are helping us with the renovation of one of the, what was it? I can't remember the village. They're really better with the name. Renovate one of the community center there for hurricane shelter purposes, putting in bathrooms. And so those are things that we really appreciate and congratulate Humana for working with us, NEMO, and the government of Belize.
Now, the see song of the siren we're here a different song?
We will use whatever mechanism we have on hand. We will use the siren from the fire, the police. But what we are trying to establish now is the type of song that they will make will tell our people that this one, the tsunami, or this one, the hurricane, or that kind of thing. So we still need to work out the logistic and the type of song that the equipment will be making, so that even the kids will hear the siren going off like this, bop, 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 bop. We have to determine all this. So it's a constant work at hand, and by the time we get through it, I think we're going to try to perfect it to the best way and look at other examples from the rest of the region, the Caribbean and elsewhere. What are some of the methods and mechanisms that they use to inform their people in the event of a tsunami?
Yeah, well, Minister, it's time for us to go, but let's go over back to this big event for this weekend coming up.
Well, I would like to say this fair, this agricultural and village fair, is the 22nd, which is this Sunday in Mascal. Starts from 10 to 6, and with the combination of the arts and craft, the food vendors and the farmers with their produce selling out there, we have also the football marathon. Some 22 teams will be competing at the marathon out there, so it should be a compact event. It will be very good, live entertainment with Youth Connection, Titiman, Harrison Dagi King, Punta Queen, Joni Martinez, Pocono Boy, local artists, local food, some of the best food, tasting food, village style. People in the bubbles, and pat right out there, so you could know all the food is nice and fresh. You'll get to select whatever you want. So we are encouraging each and everyone to come out and come stretch your leg a little bit, come pick up some nice sweet pepper, some tomatoes, some cabbage, some whatever you want. It will be out there. You want livestock? We also have the section with the livestock for the livestock farmers, and the prizes this year. It came out of the meeting I had with the villagers. Instead of giving the livestock producers one medal for first place, second place, and whatever, we are begging donation for feed. So if you bring one bull, one cow, one sheep, one pig, one horse, everybody will get something. So even if they're 100 pounds a meal feed, you won't carry home something. So I think it's more practical than a medal. So if we have 25 animals out there, all the animals going with some feed. Yeah. You bring dog, you don't get some dog joke.
More some sheep.
Yeah, so we are working on that, and I think that will make it even more exciting, and more people will participate and bring their animals. We know people are already calling to find out if they will be able to buy some sheep and so on. I said everything they out there for sale. The farmers will be able to make that connection and say, well, I got 25 for sale, I got this, I got that. They're like, see this bull, you could buy this bull at this price and that kind of thing.
Where Mascal let's happen?
Right at the community grounds, the community center.
That's right on the main.
Right on the main, you can't miss it.
I'm going to take the opportunity to announce it in Spanish because la gran cantidad de gente, and I know you're proficient in Spanish.
Sometimes.
Is now one of the times? Compañeros, esta es una invitación a todas las personas a participar en este evento este fin de semana, este domingo. ¿Y saben dónde? En Máscal. Va a ser una feria aldeana, pero no solo de la aldea de Máscal, sino de todo el área, donde va a haber participación de los distintos agricultores, va a haber participación de las personas creciendo verduras, frutas, también las personas que están creciendo, que tienen ovejas y que tienen también creciendo cattle, los ganaderos. También habrá presentaciones musicales durante el curso del día. Es más, va a ser una bonita oportunidad para que compartas con tu familia. Va a ser una bonita oportunidad para que lleves tu familia, hagas contactos. Si es que vives en San Pedro, o vives en Kickocker, o vives en una área, comprar directamente del productor, comprar directamente de él, confirmar tus pedidos. Es más, somos todos beliceños. Y si nos podemos ayudar el uno al otro, pues qué mejor que todo esto. Así que una invitación de parte de todos aquí, y en especial del ministro Castro, que va a estar ahí, va a haber música, como dije. Transporte, pues me imagino que habrá mucho transporte.
Sí.
Sí, ok, para poder llegar ahí. Cargos para de entrada, un simple $1, $2, no sé lo que va a ser la entrada, pero compañeros, es una invitación para pasar el día ahí. Mucha comida, buena comida. Pues ya se conoce que cuando vas a las aldeas, pues entonces te comes, te encanta tanto la comida porque está muy bien hecha, y anhelas comer ese rice and beans hecho al fogón o la carne rostizada al fogón. Y este tipo de ambiente, este tipo de comida es lo que va a estar disponible este domingo. Así que nos vemos este domingo ahí.
Gracias.
Por nada. Well, ya son las 9:04. It's exactly 4 minutes after 9 o'clock.
Minister, before we go, we want to ask you your message to the country and especially to Belize Rural North.
Well, as usual, I always like to shout out the beautiful people of Belize Rural North that continue to elect me to be the area representative. I love them, and I will continue to do my best for them. And just come out, have a wonderful time. And my executive committee know that my birthday is the Saturday the 21st. So I will be sending the transportation to come to my house. Normally I host my executive committee to come and vibes up with me and come enjoy themselves on my birthday, which is the 21st of April. So this Saturday.
By the way, it's also the birthday of the Queen of England.
That's right, we share birthdays.
Am I right?
That's correct, we share birthdays.
Yeah. And your message overall to the country of Belize as a Minister of Transport, NEMO, and area representative?
That's a tough one for bundle it all in one. From the transport point of view, I would ask drivers to be careful on the road, pay attention for those who are not paying attention. We have cyclists on the road. Recently, I had one of my friends who a bus hit and totally destroyed his bike. I would also like to ask those on the waters, as representative of the Port Authority, which is the implementing agency, and so for those on the waters to take it easy, not overload their boat, and make sure that they have all their safety gears in place. Transport department is always out there trying to do their best. The guys from transport department to make sure that the traffic hold it down. Those at the post office are always working diligently to make sure that the mails get delivered on a timely manner and very efficient. Fire department, they have headache. Every time a fire starts, the guys from the fire department, we know they are well trained, and we're trying our best to get them all the necessary gears that they need to keep us safe. Which one, Miss?
NEMO.
NEMO, guys from NEMO, we got 6 more weeks, and we keep our finger 2 across. Make sure, hopefully, that we don't have no more hurricane come our way. but we always make sure that we are prepared. And so we big up the NEMO staff, we big up the public officers that participate in the exercises, and so that love all honor and be nice.
Thank you very much, sir. And
thank you, sir.
Happy birthday in advance.
Yeah, man,
very much, and happy birthday.
Feliz cumple.
Sí, compañeros, pues a este punto llegamos al final de este programa, nada más recordándoles de nuevo de que el siguiente martes tendremos la presencia del embajador Alexis Rosado, primero Dios, aquí con nosotros. Es una espléndida oportunidad para poder escuchar al embajador hablar acerca del caso Belice Guatemala, y primero Dios lo tendremos con él de las 7:30 de la mañana, aquí hablando el lenguaje que tú entiendes, ¿ok? Pues así que a este punto le quiero dar las gracias. At this time I'd like to give a big thank you to the production team. I'd like to give a big thank you to Chucky and a big thank you to Minister. Again, thank you very much. But important enough to you, our viewing audience, who is with us on a daily basis, thank you very much. Believe me, we appreciate it. Just to remind you that the show repeats tonight at 9 o'clock, but nonetheless, we will be back with you tomorrow at the same hour. Así que, compañeros, cuídense mucho. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow at 7. My name is Emmanuel, sending you best wishes.
And this show is all day on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and just pull up Sugar City Morning Show, look at today's date, and you will see the entire show. And my name is Robert Chequiocha. As we say, hasta mañana.
Until we meet again. Hasta luego. Cuídense, compañeros. Nuestros mejores deseos. Muchas gracias.